It was a busy day right here at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport as Kenya finally opened its airspace for international flights as directed by President Uhuru Kenyatta. National carrier Kenya Airways flew its first commercial scheduled passenger aircraft to London in the United Kingdom after 130 days. Faizal Ahmed pitched camp right here at the airport for the departures and the arrivals, and brings us more.
After 4 months and 10 days of silence, the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport roared back to life as engines of regional and international passenger flights picked up. Listed Carrier Kenya Airways' international lounge was once again a bustle of activities as the first flight scheduled for London took off.
We already flew to Addis this morning. We're also doing flights to several African destinations. And these ones are changing, because this is the new normal. We are following traffic and demand. As demand picks up, we also increase traffic or we introduce other destinations. And when demand drops, we will also respond.
As you know, Kenya Airways has been going through a very difficult time. It's not easy. We've started off in not a great situation. Then we were trying to find our way out of it. Then came along this pandemic, which really flattened us completely. Now we're looking to see how we can still now pick up our wings as it is and now start to fly.
Mid-morning, and the first international flight arrival was recorded after this KQ Embraer E190 touched down from Kigali, Rwanda.
My name is Cassie.
Most passengers on board were Kenyans who were stranded in Kigali after the closure of borders.
I had gone to visit my wife, and I was supposed to come back in April, but COVID came, and so I've been stuck there and praying every single day for this day to come, and we thank God it's here now.
I've been in Rwanda for the past few years, so I traveled to Kenya for medical treatment until the lockdown. So it's really exciting to just be back, finally, after all this waiting.
Apart from London and Kigali, Kenya Airways also flew to Dubai, Addis Ababa and Lusaka out of JKIA. In Mombasa, the Moi International Airport also received the first international flight, an Ethiopian Airlines flight from Addis Ababa. However, with the excitement, passengers have been cautioned that they have to adhere to all the protocols set in place by the government. Apart from travelers from the 19 cleared countries, passengers from any other country will be required to quarantine at government-designated facilities or their homes subject to prevailing guidelines. And to prepare for arrivals, the government has designated 16 quarantine facilities for passengers coming from countries that have not been given the exemption. The 16 quarantine facilities, which include colleges and secondary schools, will have a total bed capacity of 8,595. The charges at the quarantine facilities range from 2,000 shillings to 5,200 shillings a night. Additionally, the ministry has adjusted measures to ensure the arriving passengers whose body temperatures is not above 37.5 degrees and do not have persistent coughs and have a COVID-19 negative free certificate will not be subject to quarantine. Some of the safety measures put in place to ensure safety of passengers include use of personal protective equipment by the flight crew and airport workers when necessary, and limited interaction between crew and passengers. The airline is also providing sanitizing stations on board, and washing of hands will be encouraged by the crew on board the flights. With international flights resuming today, Kenya Airways is cautiously optimistic about passenger numbers, citing a downturn in the economy and also health and safety concerns. Faizal Ahmed, Citizen TV, Nairobi.